Hi guys, today I'm talking about androgynous fragrances that smell effortlessly sexy. These perfumes don't scream masculine nor feminine. Let's just say they stay in the middle ground, like gender neutral scents. Imagine clean skin, late night energy, the kind of scent that make people lean in closer without even realizing why. Honestly, this is one of my favorite scent profiles, so yeah, let's get into it. Starting strong with an extremely affordable perfume from Zara. And if you were watching my channel since the very beginning, you probably know that Ebony Wood is my #1 favorite perfume from Zara. So I have here the Elixir version, as I'm not sure if the original Ebony Wood is still available in Zara. Basically, guys, this is a citrusy, peppery, woody scent that to me just smells very sexy. There's something about it that smells very interesting to me, despite of it smelling citrusy and woody at the same time. Now, in Fragrantica's note breakdown, it says that it has coffee and mocha. I don't really get mocha, but maybe like just a hint of coffee, giving this fragrance even more mystery, in my opinion. I think this is one of the most beautiful, affordable, androgynous perfume that you can get easily. At least you don't have to blind buy. Ebony Wood Elixir is very straightforward. It's not actually a complex scent. As mentioned, this is a citrusy, woody scent with a touch of coffee and earthy patchouli in the base, making this fragrance last even longer compared to the original Ebony Wood. I also love the fact that it is quite green and peppery. I think the pink pepper and cypress combo in here gave this fragrance freshness and gender neutral vibes. As far as I remember, this is an original creation from Zara. I don't think it is duping anything. And I just love this perfume so much because of that androgynous, effortlessly sexy factor. So yeah, if the sound of grapefruit, pink pepper, cypress, woods, and patchouli sounds appealing to you, then I highly recommend you checking out Ebony Wood. Performance wise, I will say it's very long lasting. However, it doesn't project like a beast. And I'm not complaining, because with this kind of scent profile, I don't need it to be a beast in order for it to have that effortlessly sexy vibe. Once again, Ebony Wood Elixir from Zara. Next up is a newly discovered perfume of mine. This is from the brand called Noise. So what I have here today is called Ding 11th Floor. So as the name suggests, Ding 11th Floor, it sounds like you don't know what's gonna happen next after you hear that ding from the elevator. Anyway, guys, Ding 11th Floor is a peppery, soft, amber, vanilla, musk scent that stays very close to the skin. However, that is the beauty of it. This is something that I will categorize as more of a skin scent, but it's a kind of skin scent that is quite irresistible. I think that is the vibe that they are actually going for when they created Ding 11th Floor, as this is more of like a skin scent that I find quite addictive. So aside from that soft amber, it also has soft vanilla musk sprinkled with pink pepper on top and some frankincense to give this fragrance that slight resin spiciness, making it more interesting. There's something very sensual and sexy about it, especially when you smell it closer to your skin. I would say this can be like a perfect scent on a third or second date night, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and it also reminds me of Byredo's Gypsy Water. However, the vanilla is not that strong in Ding 11th Floor. This is more of like a skin scent, soft amber musk scent. It is absolutely beautiful. And if you are the type who enjoy that slight incensey, fresh, spicy, woody scent, you will definitely love Ding 11th Floor. This is such like a mysterious and sensual scent. I highly recommend it if you're looking for an effortlessly sexy skin scent. All right, next up is something very woody, Liis Bo. If you watch my channel, you know that Bo by Liis is kind of like my standard when it comes to like a great woody scent. And yeah, basically because it smells clean, luxurious, woody, but at the same time very sensual. It is a kind of scent that will make other people to kind of lean closer and be curious about you. It has that vibe. So Bo by Liis is basically an incensey, smoky, woody scent that to me smells very classy and at the same time sensual. There's something about it that smells very interesting to me, and I guess it is primarily because I am into woody scents. So if you are a woody girly like me, I think you're gonna love Liis Bo. This to me is definitely gender neutral. Performance wise, I will say it lasts around 4 to 7 hours on me. Moderate projection, and yeah, highly recommend it for all the woody lovers out there. All right, next up is from Diptyque, and this is Orpheon. Now, this perfume, I would say, is quite different from the rest of the perfumes today because it is not really a woody scent. And I feel like most of the perfumes that I'm talking about today are woody, or let's just say they all have this woody scent profile. Whereas Orpheon is something different. Orpheon is more of like a powdery musk and tonka combo that to me smells definitely alluring and interesting. This opens up with the fresh juniper berries, giving this fragrance that uplifting vibe. However, as it dries down, it becomes powdery and musky. It is a very unique scent to the point that I cannot think of another fragrance that actually smells like Orpheon. I love the fact that it is powdery. However, it is like powdery done in such a modern way. The fact that it is enveloping and addictive makes it so special to me. This is a perfect unisex androgynous scent that I will highly recommend to those who are into androgynous vibes. So yeah, once again, Orpheon by Diptyque. If the sound of a unique, powdery yet modern musk scent sounds appealing to you. Next up is one of my favorite perfumes in my collection. This is Angel Dust, extrait de Parfum by Fugazzi. Now, this is a perfect example of that enveloping and sensual cashmeran and pink pepper combo that I would love to smell like on a daily basis. Actually, there's something very attractive and mysterious about Angel Dust that I can't really pinpoint. Basically, this is more of like a cashmeran scent, so it gives that feeling as if you are being hugged by someone. It is enveloping, but at the same time effortlessly sexy. It's also quite giving that your skin but better. This perfume is enveloping and such like a mood. The final dry down though becomes more woody. So I would say cashmere, woody, and peppery scent combo that smells very alluring and effortlessly sexy, and I highly recommend it if the sound of an enveloping cashmere, pink pepper, and woody scent sound appealing to you. Next up is Brace by Stereotype. Now, this is a perfume that I will highly recommend for all the woody lovers out there. And what I mean by woody is like something dry. You know, there's no creaminess at all. It's a bit spicy and resinous as well. And I just find this fragrance very alluring once again. I will say this is more of like a labdanum and woody scent combo that is very appealing to me. The final dry down is quite musky as well. It smells clean musk, dry woods, and slight resinous vibe coming from the labdanum. This is kind of like a combo of another 13 and Santal 33. Beautiful, androgynous scent that I highly recommend. Once again, braced by Stereotype. All right, and last but not the least, I will say is my number one favorite androgynous perfume in my collection, the Noir 29 by Le Labo. Now, this is quite different as well from the rest of the perfumes today because this is more about the tobacco, fig, and tea. There's something very unique and captivating about the Noir. You know, I used to wear the Noir when I go out in Dubai because there's something very sexy and alluring about it. The fig in here is fresh, perfectly balanced with the greenness of hay and the clean, smoky nuance coming from the tobacco. The Noir is such a unique scent as well, in my opinion. And yes, this to me is the perfect gender neutral, effortlessly sexy, androgynous scent. You will definitely see me featuring the Noir in my top 10 for life this year because this just smells incredibly sexy, in my opinion. And I highly recommend it if you're looking for a unique androgynous scent. Performance wise, I will say this is the best when it comes to performance in today's video because it lasts the entire wear time, it stays on clothes, and the projection is also very good. You don't need to spray a lot in order to be smelled. Once again, the Noir by Le Labo. So that is the video for today, guys. Those are the effortlessly sexy androgynous scents that I will highly recommend. I think if we share the same taste in fragrances, you will also love the perfumes that I mentioned today. Now, I want to know if you have a perfume in mind that must be included in today's video. Let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you on my next one. Bye!